Yeah, gotta love technology. When it works right. Give me a second here while I get my computer synced up here. As always, everything's gone good till I push the live button. Okay, it looks like I might have one of them getting ready to communicate. Excuse me. Socializing with Sonia. As always, first in the live chat. How you doing? Sonia, hopefully you had a wonderful weekend, as I did. Give you a little channel update for this week. Sometimes do change over a weekend time span. But we're going to have some fun later this week on Thursday. Won't be doing a live stream, per se. But, again, this time might be the shorter videos here and there while live on San Juan Island in the Pacific Northwest. We've got 2:02. As soon as my computers get in sync, I'll go over everything we're going to do here today. Going to do something a little bit different for our Take It Back Tuesday. Okay, got that live synced up. As soon as this one loads up, we'll be good to go here. Don't forget to thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up for me. Then I will give you an update on what we've got going on today. Getting closer to 1.3K. Excuse me. Did get a pretty good night's sleep last night, so I don't know why I'm yawning for you. Oh my word. Sounds awesome. Yes, I didn't do much. Rest and eat. Resting and eating on a weekend off sometimes is the best medicine. That's for sure. Okay, come on. What's wrong here, computer? Well, 2 out of 3 that are working are better than 0 out of 3. Alright. Well, let me get something taken care of really quick here. Then I'll get into all our content for the day. Refresh here. Maybe it'll load up right. I think so. Oh, there we go. There we go. You save the day. Fine. Right, that taken care of. We've got 35 entries for the month of September. Gonna be a fun month, I think. So let's get into a breakdown of what we're gonna do today. we're going to start off with telling you an update on our giveaway. As you can see, I do have a lot of cards. Change some things out in the back. These ones will undoubtedly be taken out of the gold cup or the gold card holders. But these are gold cards from 2022. Gold cards are always serialized from the year that they are made in. So these are 2022s, 5 of them. And then all the rest of these here are all gold cards from 2020. In case you're wondering. These are all 2020. These are all duplicate gold cards that I had in my collection. So I chose out the ones I wanted to keep in case I decide to go for a gold card set, which I'm probably over halfway there to the gold card set. These are from Series 1, Series 2, and Update gold cards for 2020. So there might be some good rookies in there. I haven't really fully looked at everything, but these are duplicates. There might be doubles of duplicates in here, but we'll let people choose. And then these, of course, are the 5 gold cards. We'll probably get some more if we get some more out of the top Series 1 as we continue through the month. But that is the end of month giveaway update. Then we're going to do a family mail call package from Ethan Lamb. Ethan's Elvis Sports Cards and More, or whatever his channel name is. I wish people would stop changing their channel names, because then I get used to all I'll say is it's Ethan Lamb to me. It's my monthly Patreon. I am a Patreon on his channel for the $10 tier. So I get a package from him every month of some of my Seattle Mariners. And sometimes, unbeknownst to me, there might be cards in here that got bought by somebody in his sale, and he'll just send them to me instead of having to reroute things again. Alright? Then as long as we get 10 likes before we get through our other content down here, we will open up the MOSAIC blaster box for 10 thumbs up. If we get to 20 thumbs up, we'll open up a second blaster box. And if in the event we ever get 30 or more thumbs up, we will probably start working on opening and doing part of a hobby box. So that is the content lined up for today, except for what we are going to do first is part of what you can see hidden down here. You see this guy, this young man, leaning up against the car. Down below here it does say Introduction by Cal Ripken Jr., Forward by Steve Wolf, and Afterward by Johnny Bench. I believe the Johnny Bench is going to be at the end. So without further ado, I'll move this out of the way, this out of the way, this out of the way, move the giveaways out of the way, and then we'll start going through as I reveal what we have here. Did anybody bother to read the label of the live stream? You'll see what is lurking underneath these 2 boxes of baseball cards, the family mail call package from Ethan, and off to the left, the gold cards for the giveaway. And I would say if we end up with a lot, that should be no problem, because we have a lot of gold cards here. We do have a lot of gold cards. I would say there's close to more than 50 cards in the little box here. We're going to set that aside. We're going to set this aside. We're going to set this aside. You can see a little bit more of what we got going on there. We'll set Ethan's package aside, because that's going to be first. MOSAIC second. If we make it to the 20 thumbs up, third. If we make it to 30 plus, we'll bust open part of this hobby box. And that'll be our next project is once we reach the 30, we will bust open this hobby box from 2020 Baseball Series 1. It says look for one autograph or relic in every hobby box. So that will be 30 or more thumbs up one of these days. So other than that, we're going to go over and go through some of this book here. We're going to break it up into sections. We'll kind of see how things roll along. But it might take us through the month of September, is my guess. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I'll probably break it down into 4 sections. Try to at least. 3 at the least, 4 at the most. We'll just see how things go along there. Alright? It says Grassroots Baseball, Where Legends Begin. Photographs by Gene Fruth. Then the introduction by Cal Ripken Jr., the foreword by Steve Wolf, WULF, maybe we'll find out more of him in his foreword, the afterword, which I believe is the end of the book. Johnny Bench has done a little write up for that. So I am going to move this over here and get things lined up so that we can see what's in this book. Okay? We'll probably, you know what? Just to kind of mix it up and kind of get as much as we can here, I'm going to shrink my photo down. And because of the way things are looking here, I'm going to move it over to this side, and just during the viewing here, and then I'll rearrange and put everything back to the other side. But this way you can kind of see most of what's on the pages when I go into this book. Let me put this over here out of the way so I won't keep bumping into it. But as you can see, this is going to be fun. It's mainly going to be a lot of photography in this book, but I'll read the different captions and items they have in the book. And the only thing that would preempt this is if somewhere along the line it says you can't reproduce the book. I'm not reproducing the book. I'm going through and I'm going to give what do they call those? I'm gonna give a review of the book as we go through it, but I'm looking forward to this. The way I found out about this one, and there is going to be a part 2, another book similar to this about Route 66, and we'll get into that when we get to that stage after we finish going through the first book. Then we'll get into the second book. But I was watching the Little League World Series. The Little League World Series tournament that they do in Pennsylvania each year, and they were interviewing the photographer that put this together, and they were talking about this book especially, and then they were also doing some advertising plugs during the tournament and stuff in regards to this book, but then also the new book that the photographer just came out with. But this is pretty cool, you know, kind of like playing stickball on the street. Barefoot in the road, probably cars going by, not too busy a road probably, but very interesting. And this one here, you can see some kids in a dugout looking out there having fun, playing Little League ball. Grassroots Baseball, Where Legends Begin. Photographs by Gene Fruth. Now, Gene Fruth autographed both these books, which is pretty cool too. That's what I enjoyed about procuring and getting this set. I thought, wow, this is the Grassroots Baseball, Where Legends Begin. Again, it talks about the introduction by Cal Ripken Jr. We'll be reading that. A foreword by Steve Wolf. We'll read that. Toward the end of the book, I'm pretty sure the afterword from what I've seen. And I briefly looked through some of the pages, because believe it or not, I didn't know for sure when I was going to start this series, but they actually delivered this yesterday. Our mail people in our area were delivering packages. They do that on Sundays and holidays usually, just to keep their package flow in line and stuff. So, for those watching the replay of this, again, this is an autographed copy of Jean Futh's book that she put together, Grassroots Baseball, Where Legends Begin, and the photographs are by her. Then you can see another picture over here of, this might be like Dominican baseball maybe, or somewhere along the way. We will have the foreword by Steve Wolf, followed by the introduction, and we're hoping to get through, there's 15 sections, but I want to try and go through about 50 pages, because this book is like 224 pages, I believe, somewhere around that range. So about 55, then we'll probably go to 110 probably next week. So we'll do 1 through 4, 5 through 8, and then probably, we'll see, yeah, probably 9, 10, and 11, and then 12, 13, 14, and 15. So that's probably what we'll do, is we'll probably go through Chapter 1, the Dominican Republic, Section 2, I guess it's sections, not really, New York, Whitey Ford, Mexico, Fernando Valenzuela, and then Mobile, Alabama with Hank Aaron. So we'll go through these 4 sections. I believe this book was done in 2018. And then I believe the second follow-up book that she has done is either 21 or 22. But we'll see what that is for sure when we get to it. We'll go through Pro Stripe HD, some of the equipment, showing that the equipment, how they do the striping. But yeah, previous spreads, Estadio Luis Maria Herrera, Bonai, Dominican Republic. The opposite one right here is Chalking Home Plate, Interbay, Little Lake, Tampa, Florida. So the forward is by Steve Wolf. So we'll have 1 page of a foreword and 1 page of the introduction by Cal Ripken Jr. So the foreword by Steve Ruff. Home plate, home team, home stand, home run, home cooking. The language of baseball is filled with words and expressions that evoke where we've lived: alley, basement, bench, clothesline, deck, rug, upstairs, yard, and just so happens that the pentagonal home plate is actually shaped like a house. All right, home sweet home. What makes baseball such an important part of our lives is that the game constantly pays tribute to where the heart is. After all, the only way to score runs is to leave home and then return. I like that. Leave home and then return. That is also with what this wonderful book has done. Jean Futh's photographs, accompanied by the voices of a chorus of baseball greats, take us on a trip around the bases and around the world to point out the genesis of their genius, to tell us what they found once they did touch them all. Home plate, home team, home stand, home run, home cooking. The language of baseball is filled with words and expressions that evoke where we've lived: alley, basement, bench, clothesline, deck, rug, upstairs yard. There are chores to be done, batters need to set the table, and pitchers have to shut the door. Just walk into the kitchen and you can nibble from a can of corn, a pickle, or a grand salami. Or you can just sip from a cup of coffee. And it just so happens that the pentagonal home plate is actually shaped again like a house, with the roof pointing toward the catcher. This is not a coincidence. In the first decades of the game, that fourth base was a circular plate, or a rectangle made of wood, metal, and even marble. But then along came a former left-hander for the Baltimore Orioles named Robert M. Keating. In 1887, Keating pitched just one game in the American Association for the Orioles, giving up 11 runs in a loss before retiring from the game altogether with a sore arm. Keating also had a keen, inventive mind, and in that same year he patented the first rubber home base to provide the batters, mostly right-handed, with a springboard toward first base and to give them a safer arrival at home. Woe be to the base runner who slides into marble or metal edge at home. Even they, Keating was reminded of the journey that ball players make regularly. Keating would go on to invent, among other things, the safety razor, the modern bicycle with wheels of the same size, and one of the earliest motorcycles. His contribution to baseball, though, was and is largely forgotten. His 1922 obituary in the New York Times didn't mention it, and could probably stump a baseball diehard by asking, who invented the rubber plate? While there are and may be no place like home, the irony is that there isn't any special place for the man who created one for baseball. Something else that distinguishes home from the other bases is that it's firmly planted in the ground, while the way stations are above the ground. That gives the plate the same feeling of performance as home. Thus, when the umpire dusts it off after every half inning, he's sending a sublime message to all of us to tidy up when we get home. Yes, necessity is the mother of invention. But in the case of home plate, necessity married poetry. How important is the sense of home to the game. Babe Ruth never forgot that he got his start at the St. Mary's Industrial School for Boys in Baltimore. After Rush became a star for the Yankees in 1920, he shepherded St. Mary's band members from park to park to raise money to rebuild the main school building that has been destroyed in a fire. Ted Williams batted .406 for the Boston Red Sox in 1941 and was a 19-time All-Star. But one of the greatest thrills of his career came in an All-Star game he didn't play. It was in Cincinnati in 1953, and he received a thunderous ovation just for throwing out the first ball. That's because he had just returned to the States from Korea, where he had been serving as a Marine fighter pilot. There is no better place to get that sense of belonging than in Cooperstown, the titular birthplace of baseball and the home of the National Baseball Hall of Fame. Trace the history of baseball and America in its exhibits. Refresh your memories by strolling the alley of the plaques. Walk over to Doubleday Field and think that Ruth and DiMaggio and Williams and Aaron played there. And if you happen to be in Cooperstown for an induction weekend, listen to the latest members of the club take you back to where they came from, the way Johnny Bench did in his 1989 speech. Go back to Binger, Oklahoma, in the 8th grade, Frances Tate, asked her class, what do you want to be? And I said, I want to be a Major League Baseball player. And they laughed. I had no idea the Hall of Fame was waiting for me. Waiting for you on the following pages is a trip around the baseball world. Your guides will be Hall of Famers and the finest ball players their countries have ever produced. You'll sample a variety of cultures, rub your eyes in amazement, and marvel at the paths they took. It may take a little while, but don't worry, we'll get you home. So there we go for the foreword by Steve Wolf, and the next big reading section we have is the introduction by Cal Ripken. With this photo over here, in case you're wondering what's going on, opposite Marineros de Hermosillo groundskeeper Palomino Eduardo preparing the field at Estadio Sonora, Hermosillo, Mexico. So that must be some Mexican baseball. A baseball for Mexican Little League. All right. One of the quotes they took out of the reading here is, they will always remember the joys of baseball, the sound of a fastball, the smell of a good glove, and the sight of a ball disappearing over the fence. Right. Just okay, what do we got going on here? What's wrong? Oh, there it is. Let me just refresh the chat. I know it's just Sonia been here. Just that way it'll be easier for me to see. The chat and where I left off. Okay, that's good to go. All right. So let's continue on and get into the Cal Ripken Jr. introduction. As kids, we all dreamt about playing in the big leagues, making the game-winning catch, getting a hit in the World Series, or playing in a major league ballpark in front of thousands of fans. However, when we first took up the game as kids, we rarely played in front of crowds. Sometimes the fields we played on needed little care. When we didn't have bases, we would use cardboard boxes and use sticks in place of bats. It didn't matter, though. It was the playing that mattered, the playing that created the dreams and the fun. What I love about this book, Grassroots Baseball, Where Legends Begin, is that it's about how our dreams were formed and cultivated, and about the universal language of baseball that is spoken by everyone who played the game. Whether you grew up in the United States, Japan, or the Dominican Republic, we all shared a common love. Gene Fruth's beautiful and compelling photographs paint a picture of our childhoods and the paths we took to make the major leagues. But the book is also about the common ground we share, the knowledge that we could not have played in the majors without support of friends, family, and community. We've never lost our love for baseball or our gratitude for what it gave us, and I'm not talking about the players who made it to the big leagues. I mean all of us who loved the game as kids and still love and play the game like kids. Pure and simple. That's the beauty of grassroots baseball. I was luckier than most. I grew up in and around the professional game. I had a dad we all considered to be the encyclopedia of baseball. Cal Sr., our family traveled from town to town as Dad took different managing jobs. But there was always a dugout for a classroom and a batting cage for a lab. When I became a professional, I ventured to even more places in the minors and majors, and since retiring from playing to devote myself to youth baseball. I have seen the game played in every environment and culture you can imagine. I'm always amazed when I watch 11 and 12-year-olds and see their genuine enthusiasm for the game. That trait carries them through to high school, and if they are fortunate enough, college, or maybe even the pros. But even if they fall short of their dreams, they will always remember the joys of baseball, the sound of a fastball, the smell of a good glove, the sight of a ball disappearing over the fence. Somebody pop in. The Fanatic Card and CoinGuru. How you doing there, David? Thanks for popping into the stream with me and Sonia. Appreciate somebody else being here. My opportunity to work with children and coaches across America and around the globe has allowed me to see firsthand that the game of baseball is alive and well thriving. As I came to understand the importance of my role in the development of my own children, I began to sense the impact I could have on other kids playing the game at the grassroots level. Like a shortstop feeding a second baseman on a double play, I want to pass that opportunity on to the next generation to show them they have the power to do whatever they set their minds to. The game isn't always about what happens between the white lines. It's about working hard, making friends, becoming part of a team. There are lessons in baseball that go beyond the game into other walks of life, no matter where we live or where our career path takes us. So that's pretty neat. So this is the introduction in this book that we're previewing here, and I'll show you the cover in a second for The Fanatic Card Guru that just joined us by Cal Ripken Jr. So this is Grassroots Baseball, Where Legends Begin. Photographs by Gene Fruth. Just so you do know there, David, I'm going through this in sections, so we're not going to do the whole book. Eventually, we will get it done, and it is an autographed copy. Both books that I have that she's made by Gene Fruth, the photographer for this book. And it's a book of photography for the most part. So we just went through the forward and the introduction. Now we're going to get into chapter 1. I think we're going to do the first 3 chapters, if I remember what we decided. No, the first 4 chapters. So after each chapter, we'll take a break. All I'll do is I'll explain what the pictures are, what you're looking at here, just so everybody knows what's going on as we go through the first 58 pages in this book. Get a sip of water for the next section here. Let's continue. So, chapter 1, the Dominican Republic. So we have opposite on this side here is Let's Play Ball, Nassau. And then this one right down here is a Phillies minor leaguer gets loose in the bullpen at the San Francisco Giants Academy in Boca Chica. In Boca Chica, California. Oh no, this is in the Dominican Republic. In the Dominican Republic. But he is part of the San Francisco Giants ball club system. So in the ball clubs, I don't know if they're going to mention it in the book or not, but you do have just street ball that kids play, and then they grow up, and then if they want to get into baseball, they get into the minor. They get good enough and play and get into the minor leagues. Then they go up through the minor league chain, make it up into the majors eventually if they're good enough and play good enough and try hard enough. But boom. Next up, we've got in our pictures here, and I think in each chapter, this one is Vladimir Guerrero. We will have a write-up by Vladimir Guerrero talking about the game. But We'll do this real quick, and then I'll change the page. It looks like the next page is not going to have writing because they talk about it. The following page, the left page, and then the right page, and we'll do it that way. So the opposite one, players and trainers in Sabana Grande de Palenque. Again, we are in the Dominican Republic, so that's the players we see here. J Pylon, thumbs up. There we go. There we go. We got 3 thumbs up so far. We'll see how many thummies up we get up to when we get down the street here. 4 thummies up. 4 thummies up. All right. But, and then, of course, the above photo here is Vladimir Guerrero riding in a caravan to his hometown of Don Gregorio to celebrate his 2018 election to the Baseball Hall of Fame. There's nothing more important in my life than family, God, community, and baseball. I come from a large, loving family. I was raised in a small farming village of Don Gregorio, where many people watched over us, and my brothers passed a love of baseball on to me, as I have to my own children. My mother, Altagracia, raised 10 children by herself, leaving for Venezuela and Colombia for periods of time to find work to support us. She would send her paychecks home, and we would talk to her on a payphone once in a while. I left school in the 5th grade to help take care of my brothers and sisters. I helped with the farming chores, picking okra and onions. I assisted my grandfather, tending to the cattle, and often had to pull the bulls to get them to move, which made me strong. It also made my hands tough, which is why I never wore batting gloves. I started playing baseball in the backyard with my brothers when I was 5 years old. We used to play a game called La Placa. Home plate was a license plate, and you had to keep your bat on the plate until the pitch was thrown. It's how I learned to be a great low ball hitter. We used gloves made from milk cartons. The ball was a lemon or lime inside a sock that we sewed up. And we would look for a palm tree, a coconut tree, or a mango tree to find the thickest branch, chop it off, and made that the bat. After my brothers, Eliezer and Wilton, signed with the Dodgers when I was a teenager, I wondered if I would get my chance. I worked out for the Expos, went to the Dodgers Academy for 8 weeks, and tried out with the Rangers, too, but nobody would sign me. I knew I could hit, but I thought I wasn't in the best shape. I started running on the beach to lose weight and make my legs stronger. Latin America scouting legend Fred Fiera was known as Tiburcio del Caribe, the shark of the Caribbean. He offered me another tryout with the Expos, this time in the remote town of Mendoza. One of my friends gave me a ride on his motorcycle because that was the only way into town. Fred signed me 2 weeks before I turned 17, and my long career was about to begin. I will always be grateful to him and to my friend with the motorcycle. Living in the big city of Montreal was very difficult since I only spoke Spanish and came from a small, quiet place. I brought my mom from Don Gregorio. She could cook my favorite meals and go to the games. I would always bring leftovers to my teammates and Dominicans on the other team. I was happy to have fellow countrymen Felipe Alou as my manager and Pedro Martinez on the team. They made me feel comfortable, allowing me to begin a long, successful career with the Expos, Angels, Orioles, and Rangers. I still live in Don Gregorio, the same small village where my dreams of playing in the major leagues began. These are my people, and they are who keep me grounded. I represent them all. As a Latino, I am full of pride after becoming just the 3rd Dominican voted into the Hall of Fame. I love watching the young kids play next to the wave of talented Dominican players. There is one I am especially excited about, my son, Vladimir Jr. By the way, this book was made in 2018. So on the next 2 pages, we'll have on the left side the young ball players from San Pedro de Macorís wait for the rain to subside. And then on the right side, on the next page, when I turn it, hitting to the opposite field in Nizao, the small coast city is comprised of 3 municipalities, including Don Gregorio, home to Hall of Famer Vladimir Guerrero. So that's what these 2 are here. They're waiting for the rains to subside. And this is at a baseball field. Da, 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 da. Hi, Don and chat, praying for friends. Oh, what did I miss here? Let me go back to the chat here. Let me go back to the chat. Guru is sad. A person I know got 2 broke legs and 2 broke arms and a bruised heart. Her husband is in another hospital. Oh my word. Oh no, Bipster, thumbs up. Hi, Don in the chat. Praying for your friends to have a speedy recovery. Yes, thanks, Sonia, for putting that in there. We'll make sure we put that friend of David's on our prayer list at our church tomorrow night. I'm live on my channel too. Prayers up. Hey Jay. Hello Sonia. Thanks so much. Appreciate it. Donald, are you grinding coffee? No, I'm not grinding coffee. I've got the fan on. I can turn it off if you want me to. Can you hear it in the background? Just saying. Hey. Okay, hold on a second. Let me refresh the chat before I get it. Before I turn the pages here, I'll prayers for your friend, Bipster. There you go. Thanks there, Big Ray. All right, get this one refreshed. That one refreshed. Get back on the live because it's not too hot. I think it's only it's only 79. If it starts getting warm, I'll turn it back on. But it's cool enough in here right now. I can do that. Don't mind doing that. Okay. So as we continue through this, again, most of these, it shouldn't have much more reading through the section, just the very front of each section. So here we go. We got below on the left, Power Alley Power, Dominican Baseball. Then this next one here is The Trees in Play, Centro Olímpico, Santiago Domingo. And then on the opposite page, this one over here, it says, Even the youngest of players swing for the fences, Estadio Luis Maria Herrera Bani. Pretty cool. I love the photography. When they were showing it on TV, and I was like, I've got to get these and share these on the channel. So here we go. The above left, Jose Mateo Baseball Academy in San Cristobal. Above right, committed to catching in San Pedro de Macorís, the home of Johnny Cueto, Sammy Sosa, Alfonso Soriano, and Robinson Cano. And then opposite this one over here is Wander Perez of Leones del Escondido throws in the bullpen at Estadio Quisqueya Juan Maracal. Interesting bullpen throwing there. Oh, that is so cute. Look at it. Nothing wrong with starting them young, right? Opposite, waiting for his pitch in Nizo. Below left, a pickup game in San Pedro de Macorís. And below right is Centro Olímpico Santo Domingo. So showing you the different areas where they play ball and how they play ball. Some of them now they've turned and they have got bats a lot of times, but they might not have gloves. They might have to do their fielding with their hands. But on the next two pages, we have, that's going to be on the left, in the small coastal town of Najayo. And on the right side is going to be the game is a way of life in Nazayo, Santo Domingo, and everywhere else on the island. So just, oh, there we go in a field. It's not even, they just run through the field and play ball. Catch them where they can, when they can. And then different pictures of the ball and the uniforms. They're slowly graduating up and stuff, and it's nice to see the major leaguers when they go back to their homelands. They like to sponsor and set up so that these little kids can come up and do what he did. So that's why this is kind of like Vladimir Guerrero's section with the Dominican Republic. Alright, and then we've got here on the left, no fancy equipment, just grit and determination. San Pedro de Macorís. And then the opposite page here is kind of like a fisheye type picture, it looks like. Estadio Quiseño Juan Maracal, Santo Domingo. A baseball stadium in the Dominican Republic. Awesome. Alright, now we're moving to the United States. New York. New York, New York. Opposite page. The George Washington High School Trojans head to the Bronx for a game against Walton High School. And then this right photo here is George Washington High School players German Sepulveda and Edward Mata ride a New York City bus to their road game. Then on the next two pages, we'll see the following page left, Yankee Stadium shines brightly in the Bronx. And the following page on the right, Hall of Famer Whitey Ford, who won 6 World Series titles with the Yankees in Cooperstown, New York. I believe Whitey Ford is the one sponsoring the one for New York. That's a nice picture there of, move it over a little bit. Some of the, there we go, get some of the glare off the picture there. Yankee Stadium. Alright. So in our next part 2, the call came on Tuesday, January 15th, 1974. My wife Joan and I were at the home in Lake Success, New York. Jack Lang, an old friend who was the secretary-treasurer of the Baseball Writers Association of America, was on the other end of the phone. "Congratulations, Slick," he said. "You've been elected to the Hall of Fame." I told Joan, and the two of us started bawling like babies. Growing up on the sidewalks of New York, I never thought it was possible that I would one day be in the same club with Babe Ruth, Lou Gehrig, and my hero Joe DiMaggio. What made the day even sweeter was that I found out that my old friend Mickey Mantle had also been elected. As the news sunk in, I was filled with gratitude for New York City. My earliest memory is from when I was 4 years old, throwing a rubber ball against the wall of a brick building on east side of 66th Street in Manhattan. My father worked for Con Ed, and my mother was a bookkeeper. When I was 5, we moved to Astoria. I was an only child, but I had 2 uncles who weren't much older than me. They let me play stickball with them. The bat was a broomstick, and the ball was a pink rubber Spalding. Sometimes they would take me by subway to Yankee Stadium to see DiMaggio. Tickets in the bleachers only cost 25 cents back in the day. Astoria was Archie Bunker territory, a working-class mix of ethnic groups and races. A few good ball players came out of our neighborhood. The Consuelo brothers, Sam Mealy, Billy Lowe's. The one guy who made the really big worked in his family's beauty salon. His name was Anthony Deado, but you know him as Tony Bennett. When I was 13, I joined an organized team called the 34th Avenue Boys. Because I was left-handed, I played mostly first base, even though I wasn't very big. Our local school didn't have a baseball team, so I decided to go to a school that did have one, the Manhattan School for Aviation Trades. I actually pitched only one game for aviation during my senior year. I went to a tryout at Yankee Stadium. A Yankee scout, Paul Critchell, must have seen something because he pulled me aside and taught me how to throw a curveball. That summer of 1946, the 34th Avenue Boys won all 36 games in the Queens, Nassau League, and I went 18-0. The Red Sox, Giants, and Yankees all wanted to sign me, but Critchell won the bidding war. The day I signed, he took me to Yankee Stadium to meet some of the players. At one point, he introduced me to a rookie catcher. Larry, this is Eddie Ford. Eddie, this is Larry Berra. That's right, neither Yogi nor I had our nicknames yet. It was Lefty Gomez, my manager in Binghamton, who started calling me Whitey. You can imagine how I felt in my first spring training with the big club in 1950 when Joe D walked to the clubhouse, or when Casey Stengel talked to me. Everywhere I went, there were future Hall of Famers. I got sent down to Kansas, but in the middle of the season I was called up. Casey used me mostly against clubs in the second division, but he did not let me pitch Game 4 of the World Series against the Phillies. And I went 8 2/3 innings in a 5-2 victory that completed the sweep. 1 month later, we went from being a world champion to an Army private when I was drafted. I had already started dating Joan, whose family lived across 34th Avenue. So, with the Army on the horizon and a World Series check in my bank account, we decided to get married. The date was April 14th, 1951. And we had small reception at Donahue's on Steinway Street in Astoria. We didn't invite any Yankees, who had an exhibition game that afternoon. Wouldn't you know it, the team bus pulled up to Donahue's, and out comes DiMaggio, Joe Page, and Tommy Henrik. They didn't stay long, but they did have a few drinks. When Joan and I found out that some of the players were still on the bus, too shy to attend the reception, we decided to climb on board to thank them. And that's how I first met a rookie named Mickey Mantle. Little did we know that 23 years later, we would go into the Hall of Fame together. Well, we'll always be teammates. Thank you, New York. So that's the introduction for this New York section by Whitey Ford. Right? And it shows opposite and below players from George Washington High School take public transportation to all their away games in the New York City metropolitan area. What are you doing jumping the turnstile there, buddy? Huh? This is cute, though. Getting excited to go play ball. All right, opposite clockwise from left to right, Harlem Little League at Shea Field. John LeGrand in full stride. George Washington versus Walton. Harris Park, Bronx, Jackie Robinson Park, and Holcomb Rucker Park. And then on the right, we have a Harlem Little Leaguer deliver a pitch at Shea Field. Then on the next two pages, we're going to have on the left George Washington Trojans pregame workout. And the following page right, George Washington High School plays Walton High School in the Bronx. So So that's doing some warm-ups and playing ball in the Bronx. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Nice little action photography here for Trojans baseball. All right, next here we've got the previous page left was George Washington Trojan starter Justin Rodriguez pitching on his home field against the DeWitt Clinton Governors. The previously on the right page was a runner that rounds third at George Washington High School. Above here we've got the locker room at George Washington High School. Then we've got George Washington High School is located less than 3 miles north of Yankee Stadium. Notable alumni include the great Harry Belafonte, Henry Kissinger, Manny Ramirez, and Hall of Famer Rod Carew. Crossover Paranormal Society. Hey, Donald, everyone. I'll do a refresh on the chat and catch up. Hello, Crossover. Hey, Crossover. All right, opposite over here is me and Julio down by the schoolyard. Legendary singer-songwriter Paul Simon takes some cuts at White Park in East Harlem. Then on the right here, we have Carlos Diaz, president of Strickland Hall of Fame. Paul Simon, William Pena, manager of Clean Machine Team. And Richie and all the regulars in the East Harlem National Stickball League. Paul played while growing up in Queens. Then on the next 2 pages, we have Get Pumped Up, It's Almost Game Time, and Harlem Little Leagues, Holcomb Rucker Park. Awesome, awesome photography, like I said. That's why I kind of wanted to share some of this out with you all. Next, we're going to go in. We've got 2 more sections to go. This is 3, Mexico. The sun sets over baseball practice in Hermosillo. And to the right, a father and his son take a breather during practice in Hermosillo. I believe this is Nolan Ryan, maybe. No, Fernando Valenzuela. Fernando Valenzuela from Mexico. That's right. Alright. My entire life was revolved. Oh, let me refresh the chat row. Okay. Hello, Crossover. Hey, Crossover. Bagwell just heard Bingo song twice. Bingo song twice. Yep, love it. Yeah, I just got this. I got 2 books in today. So I want to share this one, and then when I finish this one, I'm going to share the second one. Same like I'm doing in this format, and this will be my my Take It Back Tuesday series through the month of September, and probably the month of October. How many weeks do we have in October? We'll have 4 weeks in too, so hopefully I believe the other book is about the same length as this one. So we could probably do 4, probably September, October. We'll be done with this series then. At least the series of the 2 books. My entire life has my brothers. I was born in my home in Ecachaquila, Navojoa, in the Mexican state of Sonora. It was a modest house with a dirt floor and a roof made from mud and sticks. We did not have electricity, nor did anyone else in our town, until I was a teenager, living in a house with 6 brothers and 5 sisters. I often shared a blanket with my brothers, and we sometimes slept outside. Our small village is known for its agriculture. Fewer than 700 people live there. My father farmed our land, and all of my brothers helped him or worked on other farms. Many of my brothers are still there, working the land and living in the family house. I was supposed to work the fields after school, but with so many brothers, I was able to disappear and play baseball. The diamond was between my house and the school. There wasn't a backstop or bleachers, and we used a log as a bench. Sometimes I would just play ball and not go to school. I was a good student, but I really loved baseball. My brothers and I played on a town team that was very good. My equipment was all hand-me-downs, the gloves and shoes that they had worn. We were proud to represent Etchahuakila when we played other towns. I begged my brothers to let me pitch. They thought I was too young, but at age 13 they finally let me. Raphael, my oldest brother, thought that I could hit and throw as well as anybody around, and I believed I could play in the United States. I couldn't fathom that. My dream was to one day play in Mexico's Pacific League, like my hero, Hector Espino. El Nino was a great slugger, our country's version of Babe Ruth. I loved listening to his team's games in the Pacific Coast League on the family radio. Avelino Lucero was my first real manager and my biggest supporter. I loved him so much that when I played for the Dodgers, I would play for his Mayos de Navajo team when I went home after the season. When he picked me to pitch on an all-star team, I did not have a glove. All I could find was a right-handed mitt, so I put it on and went to the mound. I was too embarrassed and shy to say anything. The crowd laughed, jammed without allowing a run. They cheered. We won the state title, and I was the MVP as a 15-year-old. I signed my first pro contract in Mexico shortly after that. I thought that baseball could be my job. I realized I would have to sacrifice being with my family, which was very hard. I told myself that this is the time to take things seriously and treat it like any other job so I can have a career playing baseball. Over the next few years, I played for many minor league teams. My first assignment was to play for Tepic. My mom and dad took me to the bus station. I had never been away from home, and I was really scared, but I learned to adapt. From there, it was playing for Pueblo, Guanajuato, St. Luis del Rio, Colorado, and Actlan. I was just happy to be playing baseball and not in school or on the farm. A game in Celaya, Dodgers scout Mike Brito came to see the other team's shortstop. He was so interested in this kid that the night before he slept on 2 chairs in the train station. Instead, he found me and signed me to a contract. That was in 1979. I made the major leagues in 1980 at the age of 19. The people in my hometown were ecstatic. They could listen to every game I pitched on the radio. And when my parents got their first TV, many of them would come to the house to watch. They knew my stats. This was a big deal for my people from our tiny little village on the Gulf of California that separated Mexico from Baja California. The next year, 1981, was magical, as I won the Cy Young and Rookie of the Year awards. There were so many Mexican fans at games I pitched that the term Burndomania became famous. I was even invited to the White House for lunch with President Reagan and Mexican President Jose Lopez Portillo. Almost 40 years later, I still can't believe that a kid from a small farming community in rural Mexico could have all of what happened to him. So there you go, information about Fernando Valenzuela and how he came up from just playing street ball to making it to the major leagues. So very, very awesome for sure. So Fernando Valenzuela with Vin Scully at the 2017 World Series, Dodger Stadium in Los Angeles. Opposite, manager Lorenzo Bundy watches batting practice with his coach at Estadio Sonora de Hermosillo. And following page left, pre-game warm-ups in Hermosillo. And the following page right, players with Liga Norte de Hermosillo working on a pitching drill with their coach. Whoops. I want to rip the page. First time going through the book. But awesome photography here. I'll take the glare off that, and then you can see them doing their workouts here. Hector Espinosa, Benjamin Reyes, by different players that made it into the baseball realm. So these two pages are what I'm going to be reading about here next, and then these two will be after that. So the previous page lists Narianos de Hermosillo pitching coach Bronzewell Patrick works with pitchers in the bullpen at Estadio Sonora. And then the previous page on the right, a pitcher gets his work in late afternoon shadows prior to a Najeros Hermosillo game. And then this page over here is the Angels of Culiacan Rosales. Wow. Real nice. But look at that young tyke there. Look at that young tyke there. That is so cute. Seeing these kids starting at a young age. That's like Pee-wee ball, I think. Oh, I remember glancing through and seeing this picture. This is neat. Above, young Padres and Angels players go all out in a game in Culiacan. Dreams of making the majors begin early in this region of Mexico, located 1,000 miles south of Petco Park, where the San Diego Padres play their home games. And then the opposite, the sun has set. And Obregon. What do you mean it's too hard to play? I'm just getting started. That's what the caption says for this picture here. And then next here we've got, on the left, Narianos de Hermosillo starting pitcher Travis Blackley gets loose in the visiting bullpen at Estadio Tomateros de Culiacan. The well-traveled left-hander is nicknamed the Jersey Collector. He played for 5 major league teams in the U.S., more than a dozen in the minors, and internationally in Korea, Japan, Mexico, and his home country of Australia. And then, of course, the opposite page over here is Yoqui de Obregon hosting Narianos de Hermosillo at Estadio Yaqui. Anybody knows what I just read in English? That would be awesome. All right. Moving on to our... Oh. Is that where we want to end? 58. Yeah. Well, I guess we did do 3, didn't we? We did do 3. Because that finishes Mobile, Alabama. because we did have a big introduction in that one. So we're going to leave that right there. That's where we're going to leave off for this presentation for today. You just mark the page here. So I know where we left off, and we'll finish, or we'll continue right here with Alabama on our next section. Yeah, because that took us just over an hour, didn't it, to go through that. So hopefully you're enjoying this book here. We will continue with Grassroots Baseball, where legends begin, next week. We'll continue where we left off. Hopefully everybody enjoyed that. Let me get back in here and catch up with the chat. Percolator sound. Thanks everyone. It's the fan. You can hear it. Hey J-Bags. Ha. So funny about the coffee percolator. Howdy Big Ray. Trying roast. Don. Love getting baseball books. Sorry about your friend Guru. I'll say a prayer. Thank you. Hey Donald and everyone. Crossover Paranormal. John, thanks for popping in the stream here. J Bagwell 2000. I just heard the bingo song twice. B-I-N-G-O, 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 and bingo. And it is his name. No. There, so I'm all caught up. Everybody's just saying hello there. We're up to 8 thumbs up. We need, man, we're online for an hour. We gotta have at least 10 thumbs up. Who didn't thumbies up yet? Got a few more minutes to get our 10 thumbs up. See if we open a blaster box before I end the stream. We're gonna definitely get through Ethan's family Patreon package for the month of September. And see what I got from Ethan for September here. So that is what we will open up next. Family mail call package here from Ethan. Okay. Then I think between now and then we should be able to get 10 more thumbs up. I'm hoping. That way we can open up a blaster box. If not, we'll end with the family mail call package. We'll try again tomorrow. Remember, 10 thumbs up opens one blaster box. And then, oh my word. Oh, that was my super chat win. That's right. That was my super chat win. I'll do that one first because that's non-baseball. There we go. Dun, dun, dun. Nothing else from Ethan in the bag. We'll set that off in the back here. Let me close El Nifo. So we're still at 8 thumbs up for the stream. So again, if you want more product open, all you got to do is that's right. Let's all go and double check that we hit the like button. There we go. Thanks, Sonia. Appreciate that. Appreciate that very much. Let me refresh the chat here before we get into Ethan's package. Okay. So this says this was my super chat win on his channel at some point in September, probably. Oops. Well, I can still use it, but not as a bag. Julio Jones, a football player. Ethan knows I like football. Not. No, Julio Jones, BCCG, Gem Mint 10. So 2000. Oh, you can hear the frogs outside now. I think we got some frogs moving into our backyard from the neighbor's pond. And that's 2 neighbors ago, so 1, 2. 2 neighbors next door to us. They have a big frog pond. In the summertime, it's nice. You go to bed at night, you can sleep to the frog croaking. But thank you, Ethan, for that 2018 Panini MJH. exclusive. Number 3, Julio Jones. Panini. Don't know much about him. I'll have to look him up. See what it might be. My temperature and coughing is up. Dangled Rona. Oh, don't feel so bad. Yeah, I'm sure you'll be fine there, Big Ray. Most the cases of those are normal. What? That's weird. Why do you put that there? Oh, this here I could see. You probably use this to tape the bag, is my guess. I'm not really using this stuff. Oh, there we go. Kyle Seager Mini. That's a pretty cool card. I like mini cards. That's a tobacco card. I'll get that in a little tobacco sleeve. Let's see what Ethan sent me for my Patreon cards this month. Okay. You put this in here. And let me set this. I'll put that on my packing material there. All right. I think that's the only one there, but that's a pretty cool little Kyle Seager there. Can reuse that penny sleeve. Let me get a tobacco sleeve here. I know I've got oh, not that one. I want the regular. I got more of those, right? Oh, there we go. I actually got a tobacco top loader for it. If I can get the... come on, really? See if I can do a 2-for-1 here. Get it in the penny sleeve too. Hate that. Oh, there we go. So we can put it in here, and then in here. There we go. I can save that for something else down the road. That makes the Kyle Seager look nice now. A little tobacco sleeve top loader. 9. Getting close. Getting close. Who do we got next here? Evan White with the rookie card, 2021. Then we got a Jared Kelenic. Renowned Rookies. Jared Kelenic, rookie card from Bowman Platinum. Ooh. 2-for-1 special here. I don't like the double sleeve. I almost missed that one. Good thing I looked on the other side, huh? Good thing I looked on the other side. That's probably Ethan doubling up on his, so 2 Jared Kelenics, rated rookie, and rookie card Bowman Platinum. Another rookie card for Jared Kelenic. 2020 update, no, 2021 update. Then we got a Mitch Haniger home run challenge card. That's pretty cool. Boom! A Panini Prism. 2021. I'll have to see if this Panini Prism can go it. I like that. Red, white, and blue. That is a nice Randy Johnson to have in there. That is for sure. So that's going to set aside. That's a Hall of Famer too. But thank you, Ethan. Oh wow, he gave me it's even an Arizona Diamondbacks, but that is cool. I'm going to see if that'll go in my Oh, that's Panini Prism. So this will just go to my Randy Johnson Hall of Famer PC. Bowman Platinum first for Milkar Perez for the Seattle Mariners. That is awesome. Milkar Perez. Okay, that can go there. It's like a blue cracked ice or something. Shiny card. Shiny card. Alright, next we've got an autograph here. Likes to throw in an autograph and relic, which I think is really cool. But T.J. Bond, top certified autograph. 52 style. From, this is a 2006 tops, right? And then so that's a pretty cool one. Like that. And a Mitch Haniger. Mitch Haniger with the Seattle Mariners. Tier 1, 289 out of, oh my word, the printing on that is atrocious. It's like the number is on a down slant. 289 out of 395, but nice card overall. I like that. That'll go into my relics and autograph box for my Seattle Mariners, along with the little mini Allen and Ginter here. Still at 9. Can we tick it over? Can we tick it over to open up the MOSAIC? So this one here, I don't know. Julio Jones. Have to check on that one. Julio Jones. Goes to Seattle Seahawk. I'd probably think about keeping it. But I'll check on that one. See what we got on that. Well, thank you, Ethan. At Donald Blomdahl, Hall of Fame veteran, sports cards and more. Did you and Cynthia use any over-the-counter meds to calm the symptoms? No, we didn't really buy anything. I mean, we didn't really run a fever this last week. I will say it's been an interesting this last weekend, the holiday weekend. Let's say I've been going to use the facilities in our house quite often. I'll leave it nicely said like that. But now I think I'm over it. I think I'm back to normal again. So it was like Saturday, Sunday, and Monday were killers. Especially when we were at church on Sunday. I had to force myself not to drink any water, because as soon as I drank water, it flushed right through my system. It just did not want to stay in. But no over-the-counter meds or anything on that. It's just a matter of getting the rest there, brother. Getting the rest. If you end up showing the weaker symptoms of the corona, we all love the corona. And I'll leave it at that. But I did have a banner weekend for cards. I think I had 43 orders to send out today when the mailman came by the house. But I don't know if we're going to open up a blaster today. I'm going to give it 5 more minutes. 5 more minutes until 3:30. See if we can get that one more thumbs up. One more thumbs up. And if we get one more thumbs up, we'll open up a blaster box. And then we'll call it a day, most likely. But yeah, no, it's good to, if you want to help flush your system out, that's what really helps. I mean, those symptoms, when it first started, people said they were having those problems and stuff, but yeah, I never really had any problems with anything on that line, except for just I had the fever when I was in the hospital last year. But other than that, we've just had minor symptoms here and there. You know, the sneezing, the runny nose. I think maybe I just had a head cold then. I get head colds when the seasons change. And so, but yeah, me and the wife both had it. She was passing as soon as we ate. And yesterday we had guests over, and I made quite a few trips to the little boys' room. I made a hasty exit to come upstairs, and but we had a blast. We had fun. We had our niece and nephew, niece and her husband over. We had our pastor and his wife. I've been drinking so much water, I'm starting to grow gills. Yeah, but that's the thing to do. Flush it out of your system. There, Big Ray. Just flush it out of your system. Boom! I see it. We've got 10 thumbs up now. We will open up the blaster here. So let me put this stuff away real quick. The Randy Johnson will go in my PC. I think that's the only Hall of Famer we got out of the group here, huh? The Randy Johnson. That's a nice Randy Johnson. I like that one. Mikar Perez, Mitch Henniger, Jared Kelnick, Evan White, and then Corey Seager, Topps Auto, and Mitch Henniger, and the Super Chat win, Julio Jones with the Atlanta Falcons. Oh, actually, I might have a home for that one. The Atlanta Falcons. Okay, so let me set this over here. Thank you there, Ethan, for that package. And without further ado, we will go through and see what we can find here. So I'm going to put this guy away. That will be tomorrow's. So the one that would have opened second if we got it, but I know we're not going to get 10 more thumbs up. So we're just going to score the top of this box, open up this MOSAIC, see if we can get some more cards for the binder. More cards for the binder. I'm really starting to like your pronunciation better for the MOSAIC. Mosaic. I know it's mosaic. It's fun to say things the way you think they're said. I always did that when I was in the post office, working for the post office, delivering people's mail, until I actually met them and asked them how do you say your last name, if it's one of those hard names, and they would say, and I would say what I thought the pronunciation was, and probably about 2/3 of the time I was right, but then there was 1/3 of the time that they had to tell me, oh, you didn't quite get it right there, but then they'd tell me how, and then I'd say, oh, now I know how to say your name. Makes sense now. All right. So let's take out the MOSAIC. Put this here. We'll put the box right here, since that's what we are opening. We'll put the packs right here. But we will open this one last. I'll save the shiny card, the really shiny cards for last. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and the bonus pack. 7 packs plus 1 bonus pack. So these ones each have 4 cards in a pack, and so does the last one. Okay. So I like we got Shohei Ohtani on the cover there. Shohei Ohtani on the cover. No, I want that one. And the Mariners got their 7-game winning streak shut down last night with the Chicago White Sox. They won 3-2. But we'll play again tonight, see if we can win and start another winning streak. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. refresh the chat so I know where we left off here. So hopefully that helps you a little bit there, Big Ray. Yeah, there is, if you just want to try and shake the symptoms quicker and get over it quicker, you can just wait a couple days. If you have the time to just wait it out and let it pass, that's the more natural way to do it. Unless you do a home remedy, you can do like a garlic, not garlic. You can use a ginger and lemon, and make like a tea with ginger and lemon. That helps. My wife has done that. Okay, so, but yeah, let's get into this mosaic and see what kind of sweet color cards we can find out of here. We've got one more box of mosaic and 3 Series 1 2022 blaster boxes to go. Okay, so in pack number 1, we've got Vladimir Guerrero. He's a Hall of Famer. Put our Hall of Famer right here. Oh, gotta get back to the right screen here. I'm on the wrong screen here. Vladimir Guerrero, and then we've got Pedro Martinez, a Hall of Famer. Wow. Pedro and Edgar. All right. Hall of Famer there. So 2 Hall of Famers. Then we've got a Pavin Smith rookie card for the Arizona Diamondbacks. Green prism card. Pretty cool card there. Put the prisms running down here. All right, we'll go right there for now. And then a Carlos Correa, Will to Win. Base card, insert, base insert. Boom. Here, put this guy up a little bit more so I can save space on the bottom here. Pack number 2 coming up. Feel free to join the fun for support of Donald and a bottle of Kaopectate. Okay, super chat game of the day. An auto would be a $5 super chat, and a relic would be. I don't think you get relics in these, do you? Can you get relic in a? I don't think so. I've never seen a relic. Autographs, yes. I think you can get a possibility of an autograph, but it's hard in a blaster box, I think. But I suppose you could get one, right? So, let's see who we got next here. We've got Nicholas Castellanos. Nicholas Castellanos with the Cincinnati Reds. That's a base card. Isaac Paredes with the Detroit Tigers. Shiny card. Oh, why didn't you guys remind me to move my picture over and make it bigger? Oops, not that. This one. Oh wait, no. Oh, wrong picture. Well, no. Move this one over. There we go. I was wondering why I was looking different. And get this guy. Over here. I know you don't really see much usually there, but that's my tip jar. Whenever I get a super chat, sometimes it shows up, sometimes it don't. But it'll come out and it'll drop some coins into my tip jar. In case you're wondering what that was there, that little cup. Isaac Paredes with the Detroit Tigers, rookie card. Man, I don't know how many of these Roger Clemens cards I've got. Ace of Spades, Roger Clemens. And that's a prism, right? Oh, that one's not a prism. That's just the regular Ace of Spades. And then launched. It's our first horizontal card. Launched by Rhys Hoskins. Rhys Hoskins launched. Gotta put these cards in here. Rhys Hoskins launched. Where is Dearman? We found out Rhys Hoskins. Dearman should be showing up soon. Put that green rookie card over there. Roger Clemens. Okay. Get that turned off out of the way. There we go. Alright, thanks there. So we're looking for mainly relic, numbered or serialized cards. Numbered or serialized. Isn't that kind of like the same thing? But I know what you mean, Big Ray. We could save that for Series 1, because, yeah, you can get an auto in there, and you can get a relic. Dustin May base. Then we got a Joe Adele rookie card base. Not a prism. Then we've got a debuts Dylan Carlson debuts card. Insert. And a Kurt. I think we get these together all the time. Roger Clemens and Curt Schilling. But see, oh, this one is a base, and that one is... See, this one's got to be a prism. It should say prism somewhere on the back there. Oh, there it is. There's the prism. I was going to say, that one sure looks like a prism. The Schilling is a base. But this one, the Clemens, is the prism. Okay. Pack number 5. Or 4. Pack number 4 of 8. Sorry. Halfway mark of the box. Oh, we got Aaron Judge on the back. And first up, we've got Brandon Crawford with the San Francisco Giants. Base. And we've got a Daniel Johnson rookie card with the Cleveland Angels. Ooh, we got a Jacob deGrom Ace of Spades. Jacob deGrom with the New York Mets. That's a green prism, I think. Different style of prism. So 3 different types for those. And then a big fly, maximum distance, 496 feet for Aaron Judge. Aaron Judge. Okay. All right, pack number 5. Oh yeah, I know. Well, yeah, I've said giveaway, but I don't think when you say it, it sends out a notification. But no, with Dearman, yeah, whenever he thinks there's a giveaway, he'll show up. Uh-oh. I'm confused. Do we have a backwards card? Oh my word. Oh my word. I was thinking let's see. Cody Bellinger with the Los Angeles Dodgers. And we've got a backwards card, and it's a prism card, and it's an autograph card. I can't believe it. We got an autograph out of a, oh my word, Luis Campusano with the San Diego Padres. Boom, boom, and an extra boom. I don't believe we got a Autograph. An autograph. Luis Campusano. Prism. Scripts. Oh, I like that. They call the card Scripts because it's an autograph. Autograph. Nice. Awesome. Boom, boom, boom. That's got to have some star factor here. An autograph for Luis Campusano. Scripts card. Let's see. I'm going to scooch those just enough to slide that autograph in there. How's that? There we go. There we go. Okay. So let's see who else we got in here. We've got Nick Madrigal, rookie card for the Chicago White Sox. And we've got another debut card. A base, Luis Patino with the Tampa Bay Rays. Tampa Bay Rays. PD11. So that debut, let's see, we got the Rhys Hoskins launched. The big fly there. Then we've got the debut and another debut. And we got a $4.99 super chat for $5. You know what that means, Big Ray. You got 5 entries into the end of month giveaway. Was the auto numbered or serialized? I don't believe it is, but let me check. Look at that little scribble though. It's just a little scribble for Lewis. No, it's not. It's not serial numbered or anything. That would have been cool to get it even short print, but it is it's a short print in a way because it's not the base, it's the prism because it has the little fancy design. I guess that's the Scripts prism design. I don't know. I'm just making that up. All I know is it's harder to pull the prisms than the base. So let me get Big Ray in here. Give Big Ray 5 more entries here. Not let me do it, is it? Oh, there we go. That works. That'll bring us up to, I think, 40 entries, 10 away from the next addition to our monthly giveaway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, with those 5 entries, that gives us 45 entries now. 45 entries. All right, let me get back to the chat here. Thank you there, Big Ray, for that $5 super chat. 5 more entries in the end of month giveaway, which this month will be, just to give you a heads up, because, as he said, no, it'll be September 30th. September 30th will be the last day of the month. And then October will be early because it'll be the 28th. Okay, so pack number 6. right? Marcell Ozuna with the Atlanta Braves. David Peterson with the New York Mets. I'm going to say it's probably the Mets, right? Then we got Luis Patino, rookie card. Prism. And a vintage Bruce Sutter. Bruce Sutter Hall of Famer. Bruce Sutter Hall of Famer. So we've got 3 Hall of Famers so far. Vladimir Guerrero. Oh no, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. is not a. See, Vladdy Daddy is a Hall of Famer. Vladimir Guerrero, and that's a base, right? Yep, base 78. I'm not for sure if I've got that in my binder yet, but if not, he will find a proper home. Pack number 7. Did I miss any other super chat qualified cards? Coffee my head off and missed a little. Oh no, you did not miss anything else there, Big Ray. You are good to go, and don't worry about that. Take care of yourself, brother. Don't worry about the stream so much. It's all I like the interaction. Trust me, Big Ray. You're a good friend of mine, and we will be praying that you'll be getting better from Corona. Pittsburgh. Brian Reynolds, base card. Jonathan Stever with the Chicago White Sox rookie card. Then we've got another green. Trevor Story with the Colorado Rockies. Okay. Here, I'm going to move this green up here. I'm going to move this Will to Win right there for now. And producers. I'll put the producer here. Chipper Jones. Oh yeah, it does go right there with the other Hall of Famers. Pedro, Bruce Sutter, and Chipper Jones. Now the last 4 are going to be all color. They're all going to be the what do they call these things? The blue camo parallels. Oh, come on. Really? You're not going to open? Oh, I think I got it. Started here. Come on. Oh, there we go. I got it. The blue camo or variations. So the blue camo variations are Yu Darvish with San Diego Padres. Then we've got, oh my word, that's a hit for me. Ken Griffey Jr. I know where he's going. Ken Griffey Jr. Unless I don't have him in the binder yet. Ken Griffey Jr. Hall of Famer. Ken Griffey Jr. Hall of Famer. Like a broken record. Ken Griffey Jr. Then we've got a Jesus Sanchez with the Miami Marlins. And Tyler Stevenson. Blue and red. Boom, bitty boom, boom, boom. There we go. Pretty cool. Ken Griffey Jr. is sweet. I thought, well, they're going to be bent. No, actually, I didn't bend anything. That's why I was being careful opening it. I could have trimmed it with the knife or the scissors, but Laugh out loud, they're going to be bent. Why did they make the packaging so hard to open? I don't know. You'd think they'd have a way they could score the top there so that you could pull down on it and pull it open. Don't know for sure on that one, Big Ray. Other than that, we got 11 thumbs up. Got an additional thumbs up during the rest of the opening of the MOSAIC. 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 Really cool there that we got the Ken Griffey Jr. in the end. You just slide these up so we can see them easier. And awesomeness there. Getting that blue camo Ken Griffey Jr. That's got to be a nice card to get in there. Put this guy up here. That way you can see them all. Throw that, put that in my blaster box, repack bin over there. So other than that, that was fun. Ken Griffey Jr. Yu Darvish, Tyler Stevenson, and Jesus Sanchez. We got the Pedro Martinez all-time greats. Got the vintage Bruce Sutter with Chicago. Got the producers Chipper Jones with Atlanta. For 4 Hall of Famers total, including Ken Griffey Jr. there. We got Kurt Schilling, Roger Clemens, Jacob deGrom for the Ace of Spades. Luis Patino Prism rookie card. Pavin Smith, Arizona Diamondbacks rookie card. Got the Trevor Story Prism. Got the debut Prism, the debut base for Luis Patino. Will to Win, Carlos Correa. The autograph, of course, was the Luis Campusano. Luis Campusano. With San Diego Padres. Rhys Hoskin launched. Aaron Judge, big fly, 496 feet. Other than that, I think we're going to wrap things up for today. Almost made it to the 2-hour mark. Maybe we'll hang out for a few minutes. We'll hang out for a few minutes, about 5 minutes. Just chit chat and talk. Finish up at 4 o'clock. Chit chat and talk. And what do we got here? We got a few minutes. I know everybody here has seen the gold cards that are already in here. Let me just take these real quick. I'll put this on the auto for now. We'll go through so just in case you want to eyeball or make a note for any giveaways at the end of the month. We got the Angels team card with Shohei Ohtani on it. And I believe Trout is there. No, I don't think I see Trout in the picture. But Shohei Ohtani, that's an update card. 1748 out of 2020. Then we've got Christian Stewart with the Tigers. We got Kenley Jansen with the Dodgers. We got a Sean Doolittle with the Nationals. We got a Yasmani Grandal with the Brewers. Hunter Dozier. Actually, why am I doing these all upside down? Because I'm being silly. Dark Lord Ojeda. I thought, wow, they're gonna be bent. Why did they make the packaging? One of my brother's friends had a gold-plated Babe Ruth card back in the 90s, but it was ruined when acid splashed all over it. Oh my word. That's a kicker. Then we got Hunter Dozier here. Wait. Oh yeah. Then we've got Andrew Heaney, Kurt Suzuki. These are all gold cards for the end of the month giveaway that you can choose from. Brock Holt, Blake Treinen, actually not the Blake trend. Let's go into my Christian PC. Sorry about that, guys. Jesus Aguilar. Another Jesus Aguilar, so we got two of them. Josh Fagley. Luis Castellano. Daniel Murphy. Enrique Hernandez. Tyler Flowers. Willie Adames. Michael Baez, rookie card, gold. Gregory Blanco, Pirates. Anibal Sanchez with the Nationals. Julio Teheran with the Braves. Francisco Lindor with the Indians. Hector Neris with the Phillies. Trey Turner with the Nationals. Future Stars, Oscar Mercado. Trent Thornton with the Blue Jays. Trent Thornton with the Blue Jays, we got two. David Dahl with the Rockies. Luis Garcia with the Angels. Luis Garcia again. Hunter Renfroe with the Padres. Jordan Yamamoto with the Marlins. Max Muncy with the Dodgers. Joey Lucchesi with the Padres. Jose Urena with the Miami Marlins. Another Jose Urena. Carlos Santana with the Indians. Carlos Santana again. Tyler Naquin with the Indians. Tyler Glasnow with the Blue Jays. Eduardo Rodriguez with the Red Sox. Dario Agrazal with the Pirates. Kevin Biggio, future star. Ryan McBroom with the Royals. Jose Abreu with the White Sox. Sheldon Neuse with the Oakland A's. Yasmani Grandal with the White Sox. Sandy Leon with the Indians. Matt Davidson with the Cincinnati Reds. Nope, I think 88 is the base. I was wondering if that was a short print, maybe. Peter Lambert with the Rockies. Asher Wojciechowicz with the Orioles. Really? That would be good. I wish I was on StreamYards. I'd bring them on live. Hate to break the surprise, everyone, but stay tuned. Mariners rookie sensation Julio Rodriguez is making a guest appearance with Don in 2 minutes. Thanks, Frank. That was good. You were like, oh my word, does he know Julio Rodriguez? Bullpucky. Anthony Rendon with the Angels. Josh Tomlinson with the Braves. Brock Holt. Daniel Delasco. I think it doesn't matter if they're out of order now. Steve Wilkerson with the Orioles. Josh Fagley with the Cubs. Thanks there, Frank. That was a good one, though. You broke the 2 hour. Yeah, I did. I'm just going to finish up these last cards. That way you know all the different choices you have to choose from in in the end of the month giveaway. Edwin Encarnacion with the White Sox, Sky Bolt with the A's, and Alex Avila with the Minnesota Twins. So those are all the gold cards that are going to be given away at the end of the month. Boom, Dark Lord Ojeda, thank you very much. So other than that, hopefully you all enjoyed the stream. If you did miss the beginning, go back and you'll catch Take It Back Tuesday, Grassroots Baseball, where legends begin, and more. The more was opening up the blaster box of the MOSAIC 2021 MOSAIC cards, and then getting these cards from Ethan in my Patreon, the Randy Johnson Red, White, and Blue, the Milcar Perez, third baseman for the Seattle Mariners, and then the home run challenge from Mitch Haniger, Jared Kelenic rookie, Jared Kelenic rookie, Jared Kelenic rookie, Evan White rookie. Then we did get the mini Allen and Ginther Seager card. Got an autograph card of TJ Bourne from Topps 52 throwback card. Mitch Haniger, 289 out of 395 relic card. And then this I won in Ethan's Super Chat for the month of August. Julio Jones with the Atlanta Falcons. BCCG graded 10 mint 10 or better. So that is what we've got for the day. So until then, you all take care. Have a wonderful and blessed day. We'll see you around the channels. And is your son review bra? Is your son review bra from what? Have a wonderful rest of your night all. Come join us over at Rippin' for Rookies live stream right after here. Oh, there you go. Go ahead and check out Rippin' for Rookies. Rippin' for Rookies. Whose channel is that there? Rippin' for Rookies. There we go. So, you all take care. Have a great and wonderful day. Click on that link and you can join them on Rippin' for Rookies. Alright? So until then, y'all take care. Have a wonderful and blessed day, and we'll see you tomorrow. Same bat time, same bat channel. 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time with our, what is Wednesdays? The Wednesday program. Y'all take care. Have a wonderful and blessed day, and we'll see you tomorrow. Same bat time, same bat channel. Go ahead and click on the link there after I end this and go to Rippin'